Huh?
Tell me what you can remember about sauerkraut.
What we put in it?
Yeah.
Like salt, vinegar, and that's it.
Salt and vinegar?
Yeah.
Did you wash the salt out? Or
We had a board lid to put in that pot and then put rocks on it, weight it down and that. That made good sauerkraut.
And how big were they?
Huh?
How big were they, the pots?
Those pots, 15 gallons.
Wow, so you made 45 gallons.
Yeah, we came home from school and that in the afternoon around 4 o'clock, and Mom had bread hot right out of the oven and that. We sliced and spread that thick in that and put butter on. We run in the smokehouse and grabbed a handful of sauerkraut and put it on there and made a sauerkraut sandwich.
That didn't sound very good at all.
No, if you try to feed somebody that now, they'd shoot you. They'd shoot you.
Yeah.
It had a string on it, on a stick under it, when I open it up and that, with Milo, a little seed like grass seed. We put under it and that, and when it was about 8, 10 of them wild dust, that in morning dust or whatever, we yanked the stick out. Then we caught them and that and wrung their neck and that and pulled the feathers off. And Mama made a big pot of dumplings. Oh, they were good. And,
Dove and dumplings.
yeah, and so.
Oh, hey, tell him about your uncle that went to jail 3 times and about how the stills that your family had.
And we had Adolf Habe was a game warden and that, and he knew you shoot deer out of season, nobody leased it back then.
Yeah.
And we shot deer and wild turkey. We caught them on a trot line. We had a big pot of dumplings in the winter months. We'd invite Adolf Habe on. He'd come and that for lunch and that. And boy, what the hell's going on? Listed it to, had to put a deal in the San Antonio paper, and I had 10 Mexicans. They come and listed it, and they're like $100 a gun, and so then I come up there the first day, and they didn't have no deer. I came up that Sunday, they didn't have no deer. Wednesday, whatever the season went open and that, and I said, damn, I can't believe they don't shoot no damn deer and that. And so the second week and that, I said, how come y'all ain't got no deer? Oh, we didn't lease this for to kill no damn deer. He says, we leased it just to kill jackrabbits and coons. They had Spanish cafes in San Antonio, make tamales out of coons and jackrabbits and that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Really?
They never did shoot a deer.
They just went coon hunting and rabbit hunting.
You couldn't find no jackrabbit or a coon hardly anymore. And one time, Mom and I and then they call it the good old days.
Yeah. So, but like when you went out to those fields, it was just you and your family, not anybody else?
Oh yeah, there were some of them guys had even Mexican, Spanish people living on the farm, and they picked cotton too.
But they didn't hire people to come in.
No, okay. Unreal.
And after him and Mom,
Yeah.
he still sent money home.
So, did you ever harvest sorghum?
Sorghum?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we made a lot of them alive. It was like 700, 800 gallons.
Oh yeah?
We had,
Paid for his. It was a
I don't know how many acres we had in that, and they were, it's ribbon cane.
Ribbon
And
cane.
Them stalks were that big around, 6, 7, 8 foot tall.
Yeah.
We took all the leaves and laid them down and that. When they were dry enough, we tied them for a fire in the winter months to the horses and the cows and that.
Yeah.
And we loaded that stuff. Had to cut the seats off from that. And we had one string here, one in the middle, one here. And we loaded on a wagon that. And we had to drive about, like 6-7 miles from the house to the molasses press and that. And then they run it through one horse in a press. We put that stubble in first, the big end, and that juice come running out.
You used ribbon
and that juice came in here. Yeah. That juice came in here, and then it had a deal that went this way and that way, this way.
Yeah, I don't think anybody feels that anymore.
Then when it came to this end here, and that it went into the cans, and that was molasses then.
Oh, so that it was like a copper thing. It was. You had a fire under it.
Huh?
You had a fire under it.
Fire underneath it.
Yeah.
Big old pits and that.
You ought to see all the cane down there in the valley.
And back then molasses was $1 a gallon.
There you go.
And now they get for a pine bottle, they get $5 and $6 for one damn little pine.
Yeah.
About a museum somewhere down in the valley.
Okay. I'm not going to run short on bullets.
No.
No.
Did you trot line turkeys?
Oh yeah, me on wilde poeder van trot lines. Die Mama wollte immer wissen, mit die Grieche deden mit kein Schuss in embodied drawing und das. Und wir hatten eine Trotline gemacht mit 4-5 Haken, wo die Poeder auf dem Weg nach dem Wasser kam, nach einem Airtank, und da haben wir Triple Hooks gehabt an die Line dran. Und wo die so 3-4 Pfund gewogen haben, da haben wir auch mal 4-5 Stück an die Line dran gehabt. Da hat der Vater uns gesagt, wir müssten die Lines abdämmen. Jeden Weg. Wir hatten 50 Schuss mit Drohne, haben 2 Bit gekostet dann. Ich habe keine Idee, was die jetzt kosten heutzutage. Hast du eine Idee, how much they cost nowadays? I haven't bought any 22 shells. And ich habe keine Idee, was die jetzt heutzutage kosten. Ich würde sagen, 50 Schuss at least. Was, 5, 6, $7?
Mhm. Ja.
Ich habe keine Idee. Ja. Hogs.
So, how much cotton could you pick in a day?
Oh, a good day in that I'd pick 25, 30 pounds.
No, but how much acreage could you pick in a day?
You must be out of your mind. Now, if you come down the rows and that's a better deal.
Yeah.
Some fields, we had one guy, them fields were a mile long.
Oh, wow.
And we had four canteens with burlap sacks around them to keep the water cool. And one time one of my brothers went up to one of them canteens and he came back and said, well, I ain't going to drink no water by that canteen and that. In August, my oldest brother says, why? There's a big old rattlesnake wrapped around that canteen. Yeah, about that big around, about 4, 5, 6 foot long, wrapped around that burlap sack.
He was trying to stay cool too.
And we get 30 cents a hundred to pick 100 pounds of cotton. Of course.
30 cents a 100.
Yeah, of course. I couldn't pick no. You were 8, 9, 10 years old, and if we were lucky, we could pick 25 pounds a day.
So how many rows is that?
Huh?
How many rows is that?
If you were in 1 mile field and that, you didn't pick no mile in a day.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
That's wrong.
Even August didn't pick a row in a day?
Well, he picked 3 rows at a time, my oldest brother. he had a goddamn sack from here that wall long and and
I was gonna say he had arms that were
and
10 foot long.
he picked with one hand, this hand, and put them in that bag, and then we had 3 wagons at the field, and that one in the middle, one on each end, and that. And August weight he had like 70, 80, 90 pounds every time, and that he picked 300 pounds a day. And can you imagine 90 cents?
And then y'all gave all that to mom?
That was a lot of money back then. And we'd walk from the house mornings in the dark. We'd walk about 2 miles or so in that, and when the sun went down, we'd start walking back home.
Is that when y'all?
Fishing with lime.
Oh ja. Ja, ich habe noch eine Messe nach St. Dorn gefahren, wo ich mit dem James Mellendorf gearbeitet habe. Und die haben 3000 Sack Concrete, die haben 60 Pfund gewogen. Und wir sind in die Railroad Car Ring gegangen, haben einen Sack angepackt, haben ihn rausgedraht, auf den Truck getan. So haben wir eine Lot geladen in St. Dorn und nach Fredricksburg gefahren, abgeladen und wieder zurückgefahren. Und wir haben 2 Lot geladen und wir haben 60 Sack auf den Truck geladen gehabt. Und wir haben den geladen in St. Dorn, 60 Sack abgeladen hier. Und das waren 120 Sack. Und wir haben 240 Sack den Tag gehandelt. Und die haben 60 Pfund einen Sack gewogen. Und wir konnten den Arm.
How many mules did it take to haul it?
Unser Arsch hat die Straße nachgeschleppt. You know, die Nase war so viel Staub von den Konkreten, ne, und in die Nase drin, da kommt Konkret aus der Nase.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. And we blowed concrete balls out our
Ah!
nose. Ja, can you believe it? Und wir haben, ich glaube, $1.50 Tag gekriegt.
How many mules did it take to haul the wagons out there?
St. Dorn, wo wir die Concrete in Freight gefahren haben von Fredricksburg, like für die Johnnie Duecker Company und all die Companies und das. Und die haben einen Trailwagen, you know, haben einen Wagen gehabt, und hatten 5 Pferde oder Esel gemixt gehabt, 3 und 2. Und sind sie nach St. Dorn gefahren. Der zweite Wagen haben wir einen Trailwagen. Und nach St. Dorn hat sie 4,5 Tage, eine ganze Woche genommen, um nach St. Dorn zu gehen. Und ein Wagenload Freight oder 2 Wagenload Freight. Und die haben den Freitwagen abgehangen, den hohen Berg zwischen Kompet und Fredricksburg, der hohe, krumme Berg da. Da haben wir den Trailwagen abgehangen und haben den einen Wagen raufgenommen auf den Level of Ground, Erd wieder. Und dann sind sie zurück mit den Pferden und den Esel, haben wir den anderen Wagen gehangen. Die konnten bloß einen Wagen zu der Zeit raufziehen. Ja. Und die haben allerhand Lumber und, you know, Implements geladen in St. Dorn, was eine Fracht, you know, Freight, Fracht, in Deutsch war Fracht gewesen. Und Zweibervier und, you know, für Häuser zu bauen und das und das.
So you're telling me about how this old butcher guy.
He cut a hole between the ribs and that, and cut the asshole out and brought it out, and that wrung all the intestinals and that around his arm and that, and then he cut them off at the goozle at the stomach and that, and then Mama and the boys, some of the boys or the kids went to the creek and washed them out to make sausage in the spring, in the winter months and that. That's the way the old man did it.
So he would take all the guts out while it was laying on the ground.
Yeah. And you know, there was nothing thrown away. We ate the liver and the heart. We even ate the brains and that, you know, scrambled eggs and brains.
I've seen you taking a nap where you're always going, moo, moo.
Did you ever eat eggs and scrambled eggs and brains?
Oh yeah, all the time.
We ate the heart and the liver. And Mama,
So you slaughtered the calf. It's an 800-pounder, roughly, and then you would like shoot him in the head with a 22, or hit him in the head with an axe.
yeah.
So you hit him in the backside of the axe, or
No, yeah, the backside of it, right here.
yeah,
Did you switch that off?
yeah, I did.
Oh,
So, how did you get the calf to be still while you hit it with an axe?
huh?
Did you have the calf in a pen?
Yeah. No, it was under the tree where we butchered it.
Yeah.
No, how did you get it to stand still while you hit it?
Yeah.
Oh, we took a rope and got it down to the tree, and under the tree where you hung it up,
Yeah.
we hit it in the head with the axe right there.
Uh-huh.
It fell right down by the tree, and then they cut the throat and let it bleed.
And how'd they catch the blood?
They didn't keep the blood off a calf in it.
They didn't?
No, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Cool.
all kinds of days.
Cool.
Gehad. Und die haben den Saft genommen und gekocht, bis der. Die haben den Saft gekocht, bis der steif war, wie steif war. Und how many mules and horses we had,
No, just which did you like best?
which we liked best.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, we had every damn horse.
German.
Wir haben jeden Esel und Pferd auf die Farm Right Channel gehabt. Und die Esel waren besser wie die Pferde. Die Esel konnten die Berge nehmen und die Steine. Die Esel waren Masse besser. Die waren nicht ganz so schwer wie die Pferde. Nur die Pferde haben so große Hufs gehabt. Und wir hatten einen weißen Esel gehabt. Das war meine Mama, ihr Reitpferd gewesen. Der weiße Esel. Ja. Walde. No, ja. Wir haben Mulehause geschossen, haben sie im Baum gehangen, die voller Wärme waren. Dann haben sie für einen Kumpel Wasser gehangen und die Wärme sind runtergefallen in Wasser und haben wir die Fisch gefangen. Und manche Leute haben gesagt, oh, wir essen die Fisch gar nicht mit die Wärme. Und ich sagte, du weißt gar nicht, was du kriegst in Kaffee. Und die Wärme, die Wärme waren rein. Die haben bloß totes Fleisch gegessen. Fleisch und Fleisch and drink in English is meat and in Deutsch is Fleisch.
Ja.
Swishing with lime. What kind of lime?
Lime.
Huh?
When you put it in a bottle, put the bottle in the lime.
Oh, min Licht. Lamp.
No, when you put the lime in the bottles and threw it in the water.
Oh, yeah, wir haben rohe Lime. I don't know, ob die Motherleute wissen gar nicht, was rohe Lime ist und das. Und anyway, wir haben eine Glas Bottle, eine glowende Bottle, haben einen rohe Lime ring getan und haben einen Kork ring getan mit einen Eisbecken Luftring getan, haben sie einen Kumpel Wasser geschmissen und der Bottle voller Wasser geworden ist. Das hat den gerade wie Dynamite explodiert.
Oh.
Da haben wir all die Fisch gekriegt, was wir haben wollen.
And you just go pick them up.
Ja, unser Nachbar, der wollte uns gar nicht fischen lassen. Und dann haben wir abends hingegangen, so bis 12 Uhr die Nacht lassen. Da hat der alte Jeff Jung gesagt, wo die leer sind, wumm, so meine die dicksten sind wieder ein Fischer.
It's a wonder we didn't visit Daddy.
Okay, we're live. Okay, this is the first question. Let me see how it goes here.
I can't read it through the paper.
I know. I'm
Oh.
putting it on here so I can see what this is. Okay?
Ich soll das in Deutsch sagen und dann kannst du das gar nicht verstehen.
So what did your grandfather do for a living?
Aha.
What did your grandfather do for a living?
Mein Großvater, der kann das gar nicht verstehen.
You need to speak louder. Speak louder.
Lauter.
Louder.
Daddy, louder and look here.
Look here. Look here, right here.
Oh. Mein Großvater kam von Hamburg, Deutschland.
Oh,
Wie alt das der war, weiß ich gar nicht. Mein Großvater, der kam rüber in 1864.
1865, 64, 1864.
don't.
Yeah.
Let's not interrupt me with English. We're just talking German.
Kann der Deutsch schreiben? Dann musst du auch in Deutsch schreiben.
Oh wait, let me put this at the. How many brothers and sisters did they have? You want to write this one?
What do you want me to
Ja, mein Großvater, der war dreimal verheiratet und das weiß ich gar nicht, wie viele Kinder haben wir sehen. Ich muss denken. Der hat 2 Mädchen gehabt von der ersten Frau und er hat ein Mädchen und 3 Jungs gehabt von der zweiten Frau und er hat keiner gehabt von der dritten Frau. So.
I'm surprised how much I understand. What do you want me to write?
How many brothers and sisters?
Isn't that what you just asked?
Yeah, and there's no wonder my knees hurt.
So when y'all were doing that, was there other families in the field or just y'all?
Oh yeah, family.
How many people were in the field picking cotton?
Well, let's see, we were like, sometime my mama picked that when she brought lunch. She drove that old Model T or a wagon and 2 mules or horses and that. She brought a big pot of beans and homemade bread and stuff and that. And then she'd pick cotton while we eat and that. She'd pick 35, 40, 50 pounds. Then
Yeah, but in the field, that's a big field, like a 300-acre field.
Oh, no. Maybe that one big field maybe might have been 100 acres. But mostly like 30, 40, 50 acres.
And how long would it take you to pick 100 acres?
Well, it depended on how tall the cotton was and how big the bowls and it took weeks and weeks to pick the damn field of cotton and that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Never really talked.
So you picked it twice, though, right? You picked it. You went over it twice or 3 times.
Yeah, the first time and then the second time, that was just mostly running around and that. And,
But he
yeah, we had one neighbor. He had cotton. He had cotton bowl. They called it koala cotton and that.
Call it what?
Oh, them big old bowls that you had so sore fingers and that from that husk and that you poke it in your finger under your fingernails.
Yeah.
that
You want a joke in German? Oh, der Ese Onkel Walle Fiddler. I do remember him,
Somebody fiddler. What was it?
Uncle Walter Fiddler.
Oh yeah.
Well, anyway, I'm going to tell him that story. What a lot of people don't believe it. Anyway, we were
Hey. In German.
wir sind in Abend auf die Jagd gegangen wie Hunde und das so. haben Beutelware und Stinkkötze und Waschbären und Ringtails. Und die Hunde haben gebellt beim Baum. Und dann kam ich nach dem Baum hin und da kam ein Waschbär oben aus dem Loch raus, aus dem Baum. Und der an den Baum runtergegrabbelt, in den Loch rein und auf die Erde. Und wo der in den Loch reingegrabbelt ist, unten bei der Erde, ist noch ein Waschbär oben rausgekommen. Und dann haben wir 11 Waschbären aus dem Baum geschossen.
This one you should get him.
Wir haben 11 Waschbären aus dem Baum geschossen. 11 cones out of that one tree. Das war eine Liege gewesen.
Hammer mill sorghum stalks. Hammer mill
What's the
sorghum
sorghum?
stalks.
Oh, ja, das war ein Stängel, was hat 6, 8 Blätter dran gehabt, haben wir 2 Pferde oder 2 Esel dran gehabt und haben die Kottenstängel geschnitten damit, weil wir so unfliegen konnten und auch die Kornstängel und das. Und welche von den Farmers hatten eine Doppel gehabt, wir hatten bloß eine Single gehabt. Und so wir Jungs haben uns einen Stängelwalz gemacht. Bei Hand haben wir einen Stängelwalz gemacht. Wir haben in Perser gegangen und haben einen guten, starken Baum. Und der so 6, 8, 10 Zoll rund. Und da haben wir von den Grederblades dran geschraubt und was. Und dann haben wir so 4, 6 Reihen auf einmal geschnitten, hatten einen Sitz dran gehabt, haben unsere eigene Stängelwalz gemacht. Und da hätte man Patten nehmen sollen. Dann haben wir und somebody, John Duecker, hat den Patten genommen. Und wir haben einen Kick in den Arsch gekriegt. You know what I said?
No.
No, I said, we got a kick in the ass.
Yeah.
We manufactured that thing and they got the money for it.
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah.
How did you harvest sorghum?
Sorghum
Yeah.
haben wir mit der Hand geschnitten und dann haben wir in Bundles reingetan, auf den Wagen getan und haben wir so, was, 5, 6 Meilen und dann alle Fredricksburg, die haben da den Saft aus die Bundles rausgenommen, aus den Stängel und die hatten
Hello? Yes.
das tun die in all die großen Grocery Stores, wenn man wieder einen Butcher Club anfangen geht. Aber, you know, es meint, ich schieße mir einfach die Suckers mit den Schrotflinten, da sind alle Bell in den Wasserring steckt, drückt so, hat den ganzen Lauf geplatzt. Jo, der Pressure konnte nicht da raus.
Yeah. Jackrabbit worms are fishing.
Oh, ich war 11, 12 Jahre, wo wir angefangen haben, Kotten zu picken. Ja, picken Kotten, haben Kotten gepickt und haben 30 Cent 100 gekriegt. Und wir haben so 20, 25 Pfund am Tag gepickt. Das. Wir haben 15, 20, 2, 23 Cent am Tag gemacht. Manche Leute glauben die Scheiße nicht. Ja, what I said, Scheiße.
Shit.
A lot of them don't believe that shit.
So you said your brother was a great cotton picker.
Yeah, yeah.
Your brother was a great cotton picker?
Mein Bruder, mein ältester Bruder, der konnte 200, 300 Pfund am Tag picken. So, der hat 3 Reihe gepickt auf einmal. Und wo die Bowl, welche von den Kotten, die Bowls waren so groß gewesen. You know, that big.
Big cotton balls.
Yeah.
How many times would you pick a field?
Oh, zweimal. Und dann das zweite Mal, wo wir gepickt haben, da konnte man bloß, oh, ich glaube, mein Bruder hat so like 50 Pfund einen Tag gekriegt. Da war bloß ein Bowl hier und ein Bowl da. Und wo geplatzt war. Ja, let Evelyn see that Evelyn read that. Yeah.
So,
Butchered hogs and when I was there like 60, 70, 80 gallons of homemade lard.
They have some,
Homemade lard and molasses and homemade bread. That was our lunch when we went to school.
oh yeah, molasses and lard on bread.
Yeah.
Tiffany
And
stayed
then
last
then
week.
some
That was bacon lard. That had good flavor.
That cracklings in it.
Yeah, that
I still, when I fry bacon, I let fry bacon, I put it in a pan or in a little bowl. And I got homemade molasses, I buy it here in Atlanta from that,
face.
yeah. And I still like it, put some of that lard on the bread and that, but you don't have no homemade bread anymore. Bonen gehad, dann haben sie gefragt, was habt ihr vor Streetstück halt Bohnen und Kornmehlmusch, Bohnen und Kornmehlmusch, cornmeal mush, cook the cornmeal, and then we put a little salt and pepper on it, and that's what we had for supper sometimes.
And leftovers.
Yeah. What you have for lunch, leftover.
Say it in German.
Ja. Was ivrig war, haben wir Kornmehlmusch gehabt für Supper, Kornmehlmusch für Frühstück gehabt, Kornmehlmusch für Mittag gehabt.